Welcome to Insta Summaries, your ultimate source for audiobook summaries. This is the summary of the book Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Did you know your brain has two minds working side by side? One fast, impulsive, and instinctive, and the other slow, deliberate, and analytical? This is the groundbreaking idea at the heart of Daniel Kahneman's thinking. Fast and Slow, a book that reveals how these two systems shape every decision you make, often in ways you don't realize. Have you ever wondered why you trust your gut sometimes, but overthink at others? Or how small biases can lead to big mistakes? Stick with me, and I'll break down the life-changing insights from this modern classic. Insights that can help you think smarter, avoid pitfalls, and make better decisions every day. Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman explores the dual systems of thought that govern human decision-making. Kahneman, a Nobel laureate in economics and a psychologist, presents decades of research on cognitive biases, heuristics, and human judgment, offering profound insights into how people think. This book combines accessible storytelling with rigorous academic findings, making complex psychological concepts understandable for a broad audience. At its core, the book explains two systems of thinking. System 1, which is fast, intuitive, and automatic, and System 2, which is slow, deliberate, and effortful. Kahneman argues that while these systems complement each other, they often lead to predictable errors in judgment and decision-making. The book is divided into 5 parts, each addressing a specific aspect of how the mind works. In Part 1, we learn about the characters of the story. System 1 operates automatically and quickly, with little effort, such as recognizing faces or reacting to danger. In contrast, System 2 allocates attention to effortful mental activities, like solving math problems or making complex decisions. For example, driving on an empty road is a System 1 task, but navigating through heavy traffic requires System 2. Next, we explore attention and effort. System 2 requires mental effort, which is finite and can be depleted. Tasks demanding System 2 are tiring and reduce cognitive capacity for other activities. We also encounter the concept of the lazy controller, where people prefer to rely on System 1 because it conserves energy. However, this reliance often leads to cognitive biases and errors. A key quote from the book states, "System 2 is lazy and will endorse suggestions from System 1 without much scrutiny." In Part 2, we delve into heuristics and biases. One key idea is anchors, where decisions are influenced by irrelevant information. For instance, when asked to guess a number, people's estimates are affected by the numbers they see beforehand, even if unrelated. Another concept is availability, where people judge the likelihood of events based on how easily examples come to mind. For example, media coverage can make plane crashes seem more common than they are. Lastly, we discuss representativeness, where people often ignore statistical realities and focus on stereotypes or patterns. A common example is assuming someone who likes poetry is more likely to be a professor of literature than a truck driver, despite the latter being statistically more common. A key quote from this section is, "We are prone to overestimate the likelihood of vivid and memorable events." Part 3, Overconfidence, the illusion of understanding. Humans create coherent narratives to explain past events, even when outcomes are driven by randomness. This leads to overconfidence in predicting future events. The illusion of validity. Experts often overestimate the accuracy of their judgments. For example, financial analysts may confidently predict stock market trends despite their poor track records. Intuitive predictions. Intuition can be helpful in familiar situations, but unreliable in complex, uncertain environments. Key takeaway: confidence in a judgment does not guarantee its accuracy. Part 4, Choices. Prospect theory. Kahneman's Nobel-winning prospect theory explains how people perceive gains and losses asymmetrically. Losses feel more painful than equivalent gains feel pleasurable. Example: losing $100 feels worse than gaining $100 feels good. Loss aversion. People tend to avoid risks when facing potential gains, but take risks to avoid losses. This explains why individuals often reject fair bets. The endowment effect. People value things they own more than identical things they do not own. For instance, sellers often overprice items because of emotional attachment. Key quote: losses loom larger than gains. Part 5. Two selves. Two selves. Kahneman distinguishes between the experiencing self, lives in the moment, and the remembering self, constructs stories about experiences. Example: a vacation's ending disproportionately affects how it's remembered, even if the rest of the trip was enjoyable. Life is a story. People's memories of events are shaped more by the peak, most intense, and the end moments than the duration. This phenomenon is called the peak-end rule. Key quote: we don't choose between experiences. We choose between memories of experiences. Understanding cognitive biases is crucial for improving decision-making. Awareness of biases like anchoring, availability, and representativeness can significantly enhance our choices. The power of System 1 and System 2 thinking is essential to recognize. While System 1 is efficient and necessary for daily functioning, over-reliance on it can lead to errors. Cultivating System 2 thinking ensures more deliberate and accurate judgments. Loss aversion dominates our choices. People's aversion to losses significantly influences decisions, often leading to irrational risk avoidance. Overconfidence is another dangerous pitfall. Confidence does not equate to correctness, and recognizing the limits of our intuition and expertise can prevent costly mistakes. The importance of perspective cannot be overstated. Differentiating between the experiencing self and remembering self offers valuable insights into how we perceive happiness and satisfaction. In conclusion, Thinking Fast and Slow is a profound examination of human thought processes, offering tools to better understand and mitigate the biases that affect our decisions. Kahneman's insights have far-reaching implications for personal life, business, and public policy. By understanding the interplay of System 1 and System 2, we can make more informed, rational, and thoughtful decisions. This book is a must-read for anyone seeking to understand the complexities of the human mind and improve their judgment. What resonates with you the most? Drop in the comments below. Please like and share the video. Please subscribe to the channel for engaging summaries.